Hey everyone, it's MJ, and the pen is mightier than the sword. Why is it billionaire philanthropists think they could address the UN on topics such as population control, growth control? Um, the fertility rate has gone down zero point 0.5 in the last 13 years, as well as the growth rate has gone down 11.6 million, and last year the death rate alone went up 17%.
And herein lies the dilemma that we all face. Let me illustrate. Improved public health has caused the world's infant mortality rate to decline by 60% over the last 40 years. In the same period, the world's average life expectancy has increased from 46 years in 1950s to 63 years today. This is a development which, as individuals, we can only applaud. However, the result of these positive measures is a world population that has risen during the same short period of time geometrically to almost 6 billion people and could easily exceed 8 billion by the year 2020. The negative impact of population growth on all of our planetary ecosystems is becoming appallingly evident. In particular, the rapid growing exploitation of the world's supply of energy and water is a matter of deep concern, and the toxic byproducts of widespread industrialization have increased atmospheric pollution to dangerous levels. Unless nations will agree to work together to tackle these cross-border challenges posed by population growth, overconsumption of resources, and environmental degradation, the prospects for a decent life on our planet will be threatened. The recent UN meeting in Cairo is appropriately focused on one of these key issues, population growth. But the controversies which have erupted at the conference illustrate the problem of coming to grips with issues that are deeply divisive and which have a profound moral dimension. The United Nations can and should play an essential role in helping the world find a satisfactory way of stabilizing world population and stimulating economic development in a manner that is sensitive to religious and moral considerations. Economic growth is, of course...
So as you can see, Rockefeller's son is on the Council of Foreign Relations. Rockefeller has since passed away, but he had his hands in population control too, and has his footprint in today's society. This guy probably has his footprint all over the Russian-Ukraine war, which was probably staged as well. These billionaires are controlling everything, including social media, because Mark Zuckerberg's real name is Jacob Greenberg, and he's the grandson of David Rockefeller. Okay, and the CIA funded Facebook with 500 million from a CIA-owned bank, and this is not secret. You can look that up. So he's not just some bored, no-name college student. He's the grandson of David Rockefeller, and he also has his footprint on this guy who has. Let's hear what he has to say
In
about
this year's annual letter,
overpopulation.
Melinda and I take the toughest questions we get asked and give our answers. One that's come up for a long time is, as we make the world healthier, is the population going to get so big that feeding everybody and maintaining the environment is going to be impossible? Here we can see a chart that looks at the total world population over the last several hundred years. And at first glance, this is a bit scary. We go from less than a billion in 1800, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.4 billion where we are today is happening even faster. So Melinda and I wondered whether providing new medicines and keeping children alive, would that create more of a population problem? What we found out is that as health improves, families choose to have less children. And this effect is very, very dramatic. We find that in every country of the world, this is repeated. The population growth goes down as we improve health. So we've taken that chart that shows the global population growth, and we've actually extended it out all the way to 2100. And we can see that instead of continuing, it actually flattens out. Another way to see that is through this rate of population growth. And you can see that in the 60s, that reached a pretty high number, over 2% per year, and it's now come way, way down. Now, 11 billion people, still a lot, but the good news is that the faster we improve health, the faster family size goes down, and so we can feel great about saving those lives.
Come on, Bill, that was a horrible explanation. Tell us the real reason why people are having less and less kids and the fertility rate's gone down, death rate's gone up. It's all because of you.
Did you come to reproductive issues as an intellectual?
When I was growing up, my parents were always involved in various volunteer things. My dad was head of Planned Parenthood, and it was very controversial to be involved with that.
My dad was head of Planned Parenthood.
The world today has 6.8 billion people. That's headed up to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on healthcare, reproductive health services, we could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%. Now, malaria is, of course, transmitted by mosquitoes. I brought some here so you could experience this. We'll let those roam around the auditorium a little bit. There. There's no reason only poor people should have the experience.
So this is the third time I made this video. I took the second one down. They took the first one down, said it was misinformation, but it wasn't no misinformation. You just can't have free speech on here, unfortunately. Take care. God bless. Stay vigilant. Please subscribe to both channels. Also, I added a video at the end to show you where we are headed if we continue to let these billionaires control the population. So stay vigilant.
I can't really remember when I last had any hope. And I certainly can't remember when anyone else did either. Because really, since women stopped being able to have babies, what's left to hope for?
The world was stunned today by the death of Diego Ricardo, the youngest person on the planet. The youngest person on Earth was 18 years, 4 months, 20 days, 16 hours, and 8 minutes old.
The ultimate mystery. Why are women infertile? Some say it's genetic experiments, pollution. Why do you think we can't make babies anymore?
Doesn't matter. It's all over in 50 years. It's too late.
Move along! Move along!